Welcome to A Safe Place with Ellen. Today we're going to talk about human trafficking. What is human trafficking? Human trafficking involves the use of force, fraud, or coercion in exchange for labor services or commercial sex acts. In hopes of helping someone, today we're going to talk about indicators of human trafficking. Recognizing key indicators of human trafficking is the first step in identifying victims and possibly saving someone's life. One thing to look for is, does a person appear to be disconnected with their family, friends, and community, organizations, or house of worship? Meaning, does that person seem to be alone, or do they stand out as if there's no one around? That very well could be an indicator of human trafficking. It could be other things as well, but it's something to keep in mind if you're looking at the big picture and if you're thinking human trafficking, keep this in mind. Has a child stopped attending school? Has the person had a sudden or dramatic change in behavior? One of the things that we think about in human trafficking, we think about it as being in another country. We think that it's just not around us. And when I say, has a child not attended school or has their behavior changed, that's because, we hear about it, but sometimes it doesn't, we feel like, oh, not around us. Human trafficking's everywhere. It could be anybody. And I can tell you, this sounds kind of strange, but when I hear of a teen missing, first thing I think about, what I hope for is that they just ran away or the parents just don't know where they are. But I can't say that human trafficking isn't always on my mind, because, we have to kind of see and understand that it's around us. And hopefully some of these indicators, even if we hear 4 or 5 and we put them together, it very well could save someone a lot of trauma. Another indicator is a juvenile engaged in commercial sex acts. That's a biggie, and as parents, we may not know that until we keep an eye on their phones, or we have an app. I know a lady who put an app on her phone to kind of keep an eye on her daughter and some things that were happening. We, as parents, as people we love, we really need to focus maybe some on the internet. You see it all the time. You see it on the news that people have been arrested from coming out of state to see our young people. So, it's out there. Does the person have bruises in various stages of healing? We all have bumped into something and we see our bruise looks like this. A day later, it looks like this. It's yellow. It's a different color green. And they're in strange places too. We all can bump our knees. Sometimes they may be on their inner arms, or it may be on the inner part of their legs. Just places you really might not see a bruise is an indicator. And of course, the face. Yes, we all bump into things, but it's also one of those gut things. If you see it, just keep checking and keep an eye on the people that we love. That's where we are right now with this. Does a person show signs of being denied food and water and sleep? We think that couldn't happen, in our town. It could. You would notice. You would notice those kind of things. And again, when you put all of these things together, I'm not saying go out there and think that everybody that you see with these symptoms or these issues going on are being human trafficked, but it's something to just keep an eye on. You may see someone at a grocery store and see 2 or 3 of these things. They're off all by themselves, or there's somebody lurking over in the corner, or there's all these bruises. It's out there. And if you listen to your gut, again, you may see these individually, you may see them all. Just be aware. And I think that's what we're trying to do today, is to make, or this month, being Human Trafficking Month, is to bring awareness to the problem. It's a big problem that I'm sure that a lot of people really don't think about, because it's an ugly problem. Does the person lack personal possessions? Appear not to have a stable living situation. Appear not to have a stable living situation. And when you see kids that way, teenagers, young adults, it could be older people. Listen, human trafficking can affect anyone. It doesn't discriminate with race. It doesn't nationality, where you're from, rich, poor. You can fall into that, or actually you can be taken. Another indicator would be, does the person have freedom of movement? Can the person freely move or live where they want to live, go where they want to go? You know, a moment ago we talked about someone in the corner. And when I say that, you know, they may be shopping, but there may be someone following 10 steps behind them. Someone waiting in the car, waiting at the car. You never see them alone. There's always someone there. So you put all these things together, because you can bet if someone's being human trafficked, someone's watching them. I want to say again that not all indicators that we talked about are present in every human trafficking situation, and the presence or absence of any of these indicators does not necessarily say human trafficking. I don't want people going out there and thinking that everybody they see is human trafficking. You know, we're all smart people, and we know what it's like. And I kind of feel like that people are watching this, have a good knowledge of what it's like to be taken advantage of for that power and control thing that we talk about. You would know. So I don't want us out there just accusing everybody of being human trafficked. You know, what I want to say after going over some of these indicators is that if you think about it, these indicators tie right into domestic violence and domestic abuse. So not even in a sense, human trafficking, it is abuse, and it can be domestic violence. So what I want to say is, one of the reasons we're doing this as part of our domestic violence safe place with Ellen is because it is so close, and that if you find yourself in this situation, in any situation, contact us. Human trafficking it's like slavery. It's a form of slavery. Selling humans working for someone else. And you know, I'm just gonna say it streetwise, if you have someone out there that's forcing you to have sex with other people, that's a form of slavery, and it's abuse. So if you need help in kind of getting guided through this to get the resources that you need, call us. Get on our website, and if there's anything that we can do to help you, we will absolutely help you. Thank you.